Hello, beautiful familia. Today, I'm on a new path, in a new space. How beautiful is that? Speaking of a path, this is a path I haven't traveled. And this video is for all those on the road less traveled, on the path less traveled. I'm Estefania, and this is Spirit-Led Steph, a channel that is about living a spirit-led life within the human experience, which we can know at a spiritual level, at an ultimate level, is just here to teach us, expand us, and more than anything, bring us to the awareness and understanding that of who we truly are and what is illusion and what is truth. And as we live through it in a practical way and we figure out, because for me, I had a very, very deep awakening about 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Almost 5 years ago. Starting at the end of 2020, beginning 2021. And that deep awakening took the floor out of my feet, right? It took the entire foundation that I thought my identity was dependent on, was leaning on, right? It took it from under me. And it was the best thing that could have happened. And today I find myself here on the road less traveled, but I wouldn't want it to be anywhere else. I know that this was all orchestrated for me, for my soul to truly evolve, reach, expand into what it needs to be, into the purpose that it has, which ultimately, if we're looking at A Course in Miracles, which you guys all know is a foundational teaching, spiritual teaching and text, psychotherapeutic text that guides my life. Ultimately, I lost my train of thought. Hold on one second. I'm like, okay, the road less traveled. That's where I'm at. It'll come back to me. It's also because I'm in a new space and I hear voices and I hear people coming around and I become aware. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, just watching my mind and seeing how I do that. Like, for example, there's people walking that way and it's okay for people to walk around, but I just want to be able to focus. Maybe that's a new challenge I'm being invited to. Yeah, you can be around people and still speak from the heart. Don't judge yourself. 333. Do you, Steph. So this is a reminder for all of us to do us, to walk the road less traveled. And no need to look around and see what other people are thinking or doing in comparison, right? Or judging, whatever that may be. Let it all go so that you can focus on the path, so that you can find your way. And so, I went through this deep transformation, and that transformation has led me to a spirit-led life, which is the road less traveled, right? It is not the common way to go in life. The common way to go is to have goals, have dreams, and what I'm saying is, Spirit, you take my dreams. You take all my skills and you use them for the ultimate highest good of love, of life. You use my story, my awakening story, not so much my ego story and being a musician and where I got and all the things I achieved, right? Not the getting story, but more the waking up story. 444. That's the story we want to share, because that is the permission slip to others. That is how we can share, influence, positively influence, truly influence, be an example of the light, of how the light comes into our life and changes us, transforms us completely. This is the invitation. And sometimes we can sometimes we can get lost in wanting to do it like the world does it, right? Choosing a path that's easier, that makes sense to people. But it doesn't have to make sense to people. It has to make sense to you. It has to light up your heart. It's okay. I saw this post yesterday and I posted it on my IG. If you're on IG, I welcome you to connect, right? We walk this together. It's Spirit-Led Steph as well on IG. And I posted, and it's Amy McNee. She's so wonderful, and she supports artists and, really trying to break through these ideas that our art is not valuable and that no one's going to see it. And it's not about that. And she had this one post. It was so beautiful. And she said, it's okay to live a life that others do not understand. So this is your reminder. Thanks to Amy. We love you, Amy. Because this is not just for artists. I mean, we're all artists in our own right? Creators are artists. Speakers are artists. Musicians are artists. Tailors, bakers. There's so many things that we do, that we create, that light up our heart. And even in different seasons of our life could look different. Art doesn't have to be one thing and it identifies us as one thing. No, it can change. The inspiration can move. In my life, since I've given it over to Spirit, it changes all the time. I mean, not from day to day, maybe even, because it's a moment-to-moment thing. But like, even the career or jobs or things I want to do or I feel inspired to do, write about, whatever it is, it changes. Because it's like the healing is here, right? The connections are here. The joining with, collaborating with others is here, which invites you to more expansion. And once that's done, you move on to a new thing, a new place to live, a new job that you can bless and bring your light to and expand your own things and look at your mind and your limitations and your judgments about this new thing. Or like, that's definitely been an experience for me. And it's letting go of all the concepts. Oh, I should be doing this. This is what I studied for. Oh, this is, no, you just follow. Just follow. You don't know what you should be doing. That has been my lesson. I don't know what anything is for because I've lived my life. I've tried to control all the things that I know I want, that I think I need, that I think will make me happy, and get all those things. And it has served me how? It has showed me that I ultimately don't know what I want and what I truly, truly need. But you know who does? This is the good news. There is, I was going to say someone, but it's not someone. I guess it's the only one. It's the one real thing. Spirit, divine love knows what you need. You know that song, It's Coming, Can't Get, no, it's not Satisfaction. It's, you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. Because what you want is what the ego wants. What you think will make you happy. You can't always get what you want. And then you get what you need. Because life knows what you need. Divine love knows what you need. Whether it's for your healing, for your expansion, they're all one and the same. But healing will feel a little more emotional. There will be breakthroughs. There will be things that you're invited to look differently, to release patterns, right? And you awaken to more truth. That is what divine love wants you to experience. More truth in your life. To be able to identify what is illusion, what is guiding, what's a pattern that's coming from the past that's guiding my life today that is long gone. That's no longer who I am today. And yet I bring it either somatically, but first and always here. And then it became somatic, right? The body became a reflection of that reaction, of that experience, and it holds it. And so we can free ourselves from this, but we, of course, and we can call it universe, we can call it life, we can call it the Great Spirit. I use the terminology of the Course in Miracles, yeah? I hand it over to the Holy Spirit, to Jesus, the mind of love who is guiding us to a true experience of God's love, of who we are. Because when we experience that, we experience who we are. We experience wholeness, rest, peace, joy, even through healing and hardship and emotional challenge, because it's all there for us. And now we understand that there's a greater purpose to all of this. And that is so powerful, because we no longer are a victim to these situations that before used to just take us down for days or months, or, would ruin relationships. No. This is showing up for me. And so this is all, look, I'm actually walking this really small, cute little path, 111 as I say that. And that this is all my way of walking the road less traveled, of walking the road that Spirit is unfolding for me without me seeing. Just looking at all this beautiful nature. Look, I'm gonna give you guys a view. Look at that. So gorgeous. And so, if you are walking on the road less traveled, from your family, from your friends, things are changing. You see that you have a greater call to do something that looks different than everything and everyone around you. You are not alone. You are not alone. And that call is only going to get stronger. So my suggestion, like I had to do myself, 1, 2, 1, 2, is to listen. Heed the call. Walk. Take the first step towards it. Begin to make daily, small steps. It doesn't have to be big, right? And stay watching your mind as you start to expand, as you start to walk in the way that you're being called. You are not alone. I know that I am not alone. Not only are you not alone because there are people who are actually living through this and we walk together, but you're not alone because the divine love is guiding you, because you are eternally supported and loved and held. Literally, it is a hand that you cannot see, but it is carrying you through this experience, through the healings, through the relationships, through the creations and arts that you're doing that you feel called to do. It is all guiding you to expand you and to let you experience the love that you really are, the light that you are, the transcendent force, the awareness, the non-judgmental awareness, space, container of all things. That is ultimately who you are. But it does take practical steps and practical applications to apply it into life, to not get lost, because we think it's like the spiritual is here and then we have life. And no, we're in the era of understanding that authenticity, which I feel is like the bridge from the spiritual to, it's all one and the same. Yeah, the spiritual is in your daily life. This is the spiritual. YouTube can be the spiritual. It is, the spirit can use anything that was made in this world for the use of healing, awakening, and expanding. For uniting brothers and sisters, for bringing divine love into presence, into purpose, into devotion. The spirit can use all of it. It doesn't matter what it was born from, how it was made, what the use, original use was it. Even cigarettes, right? Something that I was talking about this at the last Course in Miracles group. Even cigarettes. Something that we have like judgments about. I definitely did. And the Spirit can use cigarettes and bring people together to talk about God, to go on a break, to unite. Something that feels like an addiction, something that brings guilt, something that we think is unhealthy, that will kill our body, and all these concepts that we have, right, about what a cigarette is. And yet, can we trust of the bigger plan of all things? Can we trust that we do not know what anything is for? And that every single aspect of everything, on a political scale, on a global scale, and on a familial scale, right? On your family unit and your relationship with others, with your dog, whatever it is, can we trust that all of that has a divine purpose? And that it is all working for us to understand ourselves and our mind better? Can we trust that it is here, and like the cigarette, that it is that Spirit can use the person who needs the cigarette to, in whatever level of consciousness they are at, can use that situation to bring others together, to heal a mind, to have an experience of more expansion, of love, of truth. And maybe ultimately the cigarette will be let go of, because each one, what's this? Oh, it's just a little bit. So yeah, this is our invitation, and that's why a Spirit-led life is the road less traveled, because it is trusting and letting go of patterns, trusting in the now, trusting in what's showing up, whatever form it is, cigarettes or yoga. It doesn't matter, the form doesn't matter. Spirit uses all of it. One is not more holy than the other, because it all is a part of the experience of the collective mind. And that is the fabric that Spirit works in. So your path doesn't have to be a Spirit-led path. I would invite you to bring in the Spirit and that trust and that spontaneity into your life, into whatever it is you do, because it meets you in anything, whether it's art, whether it's working as a lawyer, whether it's being a doctor, whether it's just being a mom at home, a teacher. Like, it's endless. All the possibilities are endless. And so, beautiful. I want to see if you guys can see that. Oh no, she's flying too high. Let's see if you can see her. Can you? I don't know if that worked, because I couldn't see what you see. So I hopefully you were able to see this beautiful butterfly. Let's fly high, above what everybody else is doing, above what everybody else is expecting of us. Let's spread our wings, right? Let's become the butterflies that we were always meant to be, that God knows we're here to be. Connect with each other, shine our light, and remember that we're not alone on this path. And if you are on a path less traveled, you're going deep. You're going into devotion. This is an affirmation, a confirmation that you are on the right path, because it is a path that is unseen, that is ever unfolding, that invites you to deeper trust all the time, no matter what it is that you're doing in the form, no matter what relationships are showing up for you. We walk this road less traveled together. The path is yours. Spirit and you got this. Love you all. See you all in the next one.